This is trial A. So Hans, why don't you tell me something about yourself first?
Sure. I was born in Beijing and raised by my grandparents. I had a very happy childhood there, except for one thing. I was born with an aortic valve defect. Normally, the aortic valve has three leaflets, but I only have two. In addition, I had a horseshoe kidney. Because of all these problems, my doctors in China prohibited me from engaging in sports. Some of my deepest memories from childhood are of me watching as my friends played basketball or soccer on a field. Um, my neighbors and my friends all knew me as the sick child who could not participate in sports, and eventually I began to see myself in the same way. I came to America when I was 10, and it was initially very challenging. I lived with my father. I had to adjust to not only a new culture, a new school, and a new language, but also a new family. My father came to America when I was two, so I never felt that he was really a member of my family. But something very good happened during this time. I met Dr. Marie Gleason, a cardiologist at CHOP. Uh, Dr. Gleason cared for not only my heart defect, but also about my social problems after coming to America. She knew how badly I wanted to try out sports, and after reevaluating my heart, she told me, Hans, I know you really want to try out sports, and you know what? As long as you stay away from very heavy sports, heavy intensity sports such as football, you should be fine. She suggested that I try out swimming. This was a fantastic opportunity for me. I immediately joined the swim team and I swam for 8 years. Um, a lot of my fellow swimmers felt that swimming was a very tedious sport tedious and repetitive sport because you constantly have to repeat the same motions. But for me, it was a precious opportunity. Um, my high school swim team was very strong. It was always the top or the second in our league, and the captain was obviously a very important figure. Most of our captains came from the fastest swimmers in our team. I was nowhere close to that, but my fellow swimmers elected me to be the captain. I think it's because I tried my best to reach out to my fellow my team members, and to create a very team-oriented and collegial atmosphere. In college, I became very enthusiastic about triathlons. Triathlons are challenging for most of us, but long distance triathlons are challenging for most of us, but it was especially difficult for me because of my heart defect. Um, but I still enjoy them very much, and I finished a 46-mile triathlon in September. Looking back, I can't thank Dr. Marie Gleason and her holistic approach enough for what it has done for me. If I hadn't seen her, I still might be that sick boy who cannot play sports. Being the captain of the swim team or completing a long distance triathlon would have been unimaginable. Eventually, I had the chance to shadow Dr. Gleason again, and I really enjoyed the experience. Throughout the rest of my medical career, Dr. Gleason will be my role model.